NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led onto the field by their 6'6" quarterback, the former Arizona Wildcat, Nick Foles.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown. Pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here's Foles. He finds Aguilar over the middle. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry now. This is Johnson. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 15 carries, 56 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Foles. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
To Nelson Aguilar. 24 yards.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Had no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brown, incomplete. Leads.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
5-yard line.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass complete to Higgins. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down.
Foles. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
2 yards.
The Eagles send out their punter now. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 7, Titans 3.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And Usually when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
From the 13. Now they work on 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
10 yards.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, it sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. of the gun. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Rosa's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's second down.
Hooker on the coverage.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Titans 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going deep and got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's... see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand.
The penalty is declined.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Will Lutz set to kick
After the
off.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Foles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Here's Foles. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robert Woods, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mahomes now to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Mahomes pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
He was covered by...
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Foles. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Nelson Aguilar. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he will have a Titans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.